Question 1. When are you required to stop at a school crossing? A. Only if you see children crossing. B. At all times, regardless of the time of day. C. When the crossing guard displays a stop sign. Answer: C. When the crossing guard displays a stop sign. You are required to stop at a school crossing when the crossing guard displays a stop sign, indicating that children are crossing or are about to cross. Question 2. How do speed limit signs regulate your driving speed? A. They suggest a recommended speed. B. They set the maximum legal speed under ideal conditions. C. They indicate the minimum speed for the area. Answer: B. They set the maximum legal speed under ideal conditions. Speed limit signs indicate the maximum legal speed that you are allowed to travel in good weather and traffic conditions. Question 3. How should you proceed if your vehicle begins to skid on a wet road? A. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Steer in the direction of the skid. C. Apply the brakes hard and immediately. Answer: B. Steer in the direction of the skid. If your vehicle begins to skid on a wet road, you should steer in the direction of the skid to regain control of the vehicle. Question 4. How should you react to a slow-moving vehicle sign on a vehicle ahead? A. Overtake immediately, regardless of oncoming traffic. B. Maintain a safe distance until it is safe to pass. C. Honk to encourage the vehicle to speed up. Answer: B. Maintain a safe distance until it is safe to pass. When you see a slow-moving vehicle sign on a vehicle ahead, you should maintain a safe following distance until you can safely overtake the vehicle. Question 5. What action should you take upon seeing a lane ends merge left sign? A. Continue in your lane until it ends, then merge. B. Immediately merge left without signaling. C. Signal and merge into the left lane as soon as possible. Answer: C. Signal and merge into the left lane as soon as possible. Upon seeing a lane ends merge left sign, you should signal your intention and merge into the left lane well before your lane ends. Question 6. What precautions should you take when you see a road work next 5-mile sign? A. Increase speed to pass the area quickly. B. Prepare for sudden stops and follow posted speed limits. C. Ignore the sign if no workers are visible. Answer: B. Prepare for sudden stops and follow posted speed limits. When you see a road work next 5-mile sign, you should be prepared for potential changes in traffic patterns, including sudden stops, and adhere to any posted speed limits. Question 7. What is the proper action when approaching a pedestrian in a crosswalk? A. Continue driving at your current speed. B. Stop and let the pedestrian cross. C. Honk to alert the pedestrian of your presence. Answer: B. Stop and let the pedestrian cross. The proper action when approaching a pedestrian in a crosswalk is to stop and allow them to cross safely. Question 8. What are the consequences of failing to yield to a bus re-entering traffic? A. There are no specific consequences. B. A fine and possible points on your driving record. C. Immediate suspension of your driver's license. Answer: B. A fine and possible points on your driving record. Failing to yield to a bus re-entering traffic can result in a fine and points being added to your driving record. Question 9. What does the left turn yield on green sign imply about your right-of-way? A. You have the right-of-way over oncoming traffic. B. You must yield to oncoming traffic before turning left. C. Oncoming traffic must stop. Answer: B. You must yield to oncoming traffic before turning left. The left turn yield on green sign indicates that when making a left turn on a green light, you must yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Question 10. What steps should you take if an emergency vehicle approaches while you are driving? A. Speed up to clear the path quickly. B. Continue driving at the same speed. C. Pull over to the right and stop. Answer: C. Pull over to the right and stop. When an emergency vehicle approaches with sirens and slash or flashing lights, you should pull over to the right side of the road and stop to allow it to pass. Question 11. What does the two-way left turn sign indicate about lanes? A. Only left turns are allowed in both directions. B. The center lane is shared for left turns in both directions. C. No left turns are allowed. Answer. B. The center lane is shared for left turns in both directions. The two-way left turn sign indicates that the center lane is designated for the use of vehicles making left turns in both directions. Question 12. Under what circumstances is it permissible to pass another vehicle on the right? A. When the vehicle you are passing is making a left turn. B. On a one-way street with multiple lanes. C. Both A and B. Answer. C. Both A and B. It is permissible to pass another vehicle on the right when the vehicle you are passing is making a left turn and on roads with two or more lanes of traffic moving in the same direction. Question 13. How should you react to an approaching vehicle with high beams activated at night? A. Flash your high beams in return. B. Focus your eyes on the right side of the road. C. Turn on your fog lights. Answer. B. Focus your eyes on the right side of the road. If an approaching vehicle has its high beams activated, you should avoid being blinded by focusing your eyes on the right side of the road or the white line. Question 14. What does the divided highway sign signify about the road ahead? A. The highway ends. B. The road will become narrower. C. The road is divided into two separate roadways by a median or barrier. Answer. C. The road is divided into two separate roadways by a median or barrier. The divided highway sign indicates that the road ahead is divided into two distinct roadways by a physical barrier or median. Question 15. If you see a ramp closed schedule sign, what should you prepare to do? A. Continue to use the ramp as usual. B. Look for an alternative route in advance. C. Increase your speed to beat the closure. Answer. B. Look for an alternative route in advance. When you see a ramp closed schedule sign, you should prepare by looking for an alternative route or detour to reach your destination. Question 16. What are the legal requirements for using your headlights during inclement weather? A. Headlights are not required during daytime inclement weather. B. Headlights must be used when visibility is significantly reduced. C. Headlights should only be used in heavy rain. Answer. B. Headlights must be used when visibility is significantly reduced. Legal requirements dictate using headlights during inclement weather to ensure your vehicle is visible to others. Question 17. What is the importance of observing no shoulder signs on highways? A. They indicate areas where parking is allowed. B. They warn of areas where the shoulder is not suitable for stopping or driving. C. They signify that the speed limit is increased. Answer. B. They warn of areas where the shoulder is not suitable for stopping or driving. No shoulder signs are important for safety, indicating that the side of the road does not have a safe area for stopping or emergency use. Question 18. How should you approach an intersection with a crossroad sign? A. Speed up to cross the intersection quickly. B. Proceed with caution and be prepared to stop. C. Ignore the sign if you have the right of way. Answer. B. Proceed with caution and be prepared to stop. When approaching an intersection with a crossroad sign, you should be alert and ready to stop or yield as necessary, based on traffic conditions. Question 19. How do you determine the right of way at an uncontrolled intersection? A. The vehicle to the right has the right of way. B. The first vehicle to stop should proceed first. C. The largest vehicle has the right of way. Answer. A. The vehicle to the right has the right of way. At an uncontrolled intersection, the right of way is given to the vehicle that arrives first, or if two vehicles arrive at the same time, the vehicle to the right has the right of way. Question 20. Under what conditions may you legally drive over the speed limit? A. When overtaking another vehicle. B. In no circumstances. C. When late for an appointment. Answer B. In no circumstances. It is never legally permissible to drive over the speed limit, regardless of the situation or urgency. Question 21. How should you adjust your driving in response to foggy conditions? A. Turn on your high beams for better visibility. B. Decrease your speed and use your low beam headlights. C. Continue at the same speed with no adjustments. Answer B. Decrease your speed and use your low beam headlights. In foggy conditions, visibility is reduced, so it's important to slow down and use low beam headlights to ensure you are seen by other drivers. Question 22. What precautions should be taken when driving through a tunnel? A. Accelerate to clear the tunnel quickly. B. Turn on your headlights and reduce your speed. C. Open your windows to improve ventilation. Answer B. Turn on your headlights and reduce your speed. When driving through a tunnel, visibility can be reduced and conditions may vary, so it's important to use your headlights and slow down to ensure safety. Question 23. What is the minimum following distance recommended under normal driving conditions? A. 2 seconds. B. 3 seconds. C. 1 second. Answer B. 3 seconds. The 3-second rule is recommended under normal driving conditions to ensure there is enough time to react and stop safely if the vehicle in front of you suddenly brakes. Question 24. How does California law regulate the use of cell phones while driving? A. Handheld use is permitted at any time. B. Only hands-free use is permitted. C. All cell phone use is prohibited. Answer B. Only hands-free use is permitted. California law requires drivers to use hands-free devices when operating a cell phone to reduce distractions and increase safety on the road. Question 25. When is it necessary to wear seat belts in a moving vehicle according to California law? A. Only the driver and front seat passengers. B. All passengers and the driver, regardless of where they are sitting. C. Seat belts are optional for adults in the rear seats. Answer B. All passengers and the driver, regardless of where they are sitting. California law mandates that everyone in the vehicle must wear a seat belt at all times for safety. Question 26. How are bicycle lanes treated differently from other traffic lanes? A. They can be used by motor vehicles for passing. B. They are reserved exclusively for bicycles. C. Pedestrians can use them if sidewalks are not available. Answer B. They are reserved exclusively for bicycles. Bicycle lanes are designated for the exclusive use of bicyclists, and motor vehicles are not allowed to drive, park, or obstruct these lanes. Question 27. Under what conditions is it required to report a traffic accident to the DMV? A. Any accident where there is property damage only. B. Accidents resulting in injury, death, or property damage over a certain amount. C. All accidents, regardless of severity or damage. Answer B. Accidents resulting in injury, death, or property damage over a certain amount. California law requires that any accident involving injury, death, or significant property damage must be reported to the DMV. Question 28. What are the specific rules for making a U-turn in a residential area? A. U-turns are always allowed if there are no vehicles approaching. B. U-turns are only allowed at intersections with traffic signals. C. U-turns are permitted when it can be done safely without blocking traffic. Answer C. U-turns are permitted when it can be done safely without blocking traffic. In residential areas, U-turns are allowed only if they can be executed safely and without disrupting the flow of traffic. Question 29. What is the procedure for changing lanes on a multi-lane highway? A. Signal your intention, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes. B. Change lanes quickly to avoid disrupting traffic flow. C. Honk to alert drivers in the adjacent lane before changing lanes. Answer A. Signal your intention, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes. This procedure ensures that lane changes are made safely and that other drivers are aware of your actions. Question 30. What actions are required if you're involved in a minor traffic collision without injuries? A. Leave the vehicles in place until police arrive. B. Move the vehicles out of traffic if possible, then exchange information. C. Immediately drive away to avoid blocking traffic. Answer: B. Move the vehicles out of traffic if possible, then exchange information. If there are no injuries and the vehicles can be moved, it's best to clear the roadway and then exchange contact and insurance information with the other driver. Question 31. What are the guidelines for passing bicycles on the road? A. Maintain a distance of at least 3 feet when passing. B. Pass as closely as possible to save space. C. Bicycles should yield to vehicles, allowing them to pass. Answer: A. Maintain a distance of at least 3 feet when passing. California law requires drivers to keep a minimum distance of 3 feet from bicycles when overtaking or passing them, ensuring the safety of cyclists. Question 32. How should you navigate through a flooded roadway? A. Drive through quickly to prevent stalling. B. Avoid driving through flooded areas whenever possible. C. Follow other vehicles closely to use their wake. Answer: B. Avoid driving through flooded areas whenever possible. It's safest to avoid driving through flooded roadways, as water can cause vehicles to stall and can be deeper than it appears. Question 33. What are the requirements for child safety seats in California? A. All children under 8 years old must be secured in a car seat or booster. B. Only infants and toddlers must use a car seat. C. Children can use seat belts at any age if they fit properly. Answer: A. All children under 8 years old must be secured in a car seat or booster. California law mandates that children under 8 years old must be secured in an appropriate car seat or booster seat in the rear seat of a vehicle. Question 34. What are the rules regarding the use of high-occupancy vehicle (HOV) lanes? A. HOV lanes are reserved for vehicles with 2 or more occupants during certain hours. B. Any vehicle can use HOV lanes at any time. C. HOV lanes are for electric vehicles only. Answer: A. HOV lanes are reserved for vehicles with 2 or more occupants during certain hours. These lanes are designed to encourage carpooling and reduce traffic congestion. Question 35. How do you handle driving near school buses when children are present? A. Always pass school buses with caution. B. Stop if the bus has its red lights flashing and stop arm extended. C. You can pass the bus if you are in a hurry. Answer: B. Stop if the bus has its red lights flashing and stop arm extended. It is required by law to stop for school buses when they are loading or unloading children and have their red lights flashing and stop arm extended. Question 36. How are rights of way determined at roundabouts? A. Vehicles already in the roundabout have the right of way. B. Incoming vehicles have the right of way. C. The largest vehicle has the right of way. Answer: A. Vehicles already in the roundabout have the right of way. In roundabouts, vehicles circulating inside the roundabout have the right of way over those attempting to enter. Question 37. What are the guidelines for using hazard lights while driving? A. Use them only when parked and needing assistance. B. Use them while driving in heavy rain or fog for visibility. C. Use them to indicate you are driving below the speed limit. Answer: A. Use them only when parked and needing assistance. Hazard lights should be used to indicate a stationary vehicle that may be obstructing traffic or when needing assistance, not while the vehicle is in motion under normal conditions. Question 38. How should drivers behave in the presence of emergency vehicles parked on the side of the road? A. Move over a lane if safely possible or slow down. B. Maintain speed and pass the emergency vehicle closely to give room. C. Stop and wait for the emergency vehicle to leave. Answer: A. Move over a lane if safely possible or slow down. When passing emergency vehicles parked on the side of the road, Drivers should move over a lane if it's safe to do so or slow down significantly. Question 39. What measures should you take if you experience tire failure while driving? A. Brake hard and immediately to stop the vehicle. B. Maintain control, slow down gradually, and pull off the roadway. C. Continue to your destination at a reduced speed. Answer. B. Maintain control, slow down gradually, and pull off the roadway. In case of tire failure, it's important to maintain control of the vehicle, slow down gradually, and safely pull off the road to address the issue. Question 40. Under what conditions is it illegal to use your horn in California? A. To signal to friends. B. In close proximity to hospitals. C. Both A and B. Answer. C. Both A and B. It's illegal to use your horn unnecessarily, such as signaling to friends or in areas where noise should be minimized, like near hospitals. Question 41. How do you proceed when you see a flashing red traffic light at an intersection? A. Stop completely, then proceed when safe. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. Treat it as a yield sign. Answer. A. Stop completely, then proceed when safe. A flashing red light at an intersection acts as a stop sign. You must come to a complete stop and may proceed only when it is safe to do so, after yielding to traffic and pedestrians. Question 42. What are the consequences of driving without insurance in California? A. A warning for the first offense. B. Vehicle impoundment and fines. C. Mandatory community service. Answer. B. Vehicle impoundment and fines. Driving without insurance in California can result in severe penalties, including vehicle impoundment and significant fines. Question 43. How does California law address driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs? A. It is tolerated if the driver is not noticeably impaired. B. It leads to fines, license suspension, and possible jail time. C. It requires attendance in a driver's education program. Answer. B. It leads to fines, license suspension, and possible jail time. California has strict DUI laws, and driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs can result in heavy fines, suspension of driving privileges, and incarceration. Question 44. What are the penalties for hit-and-run offenses in California? A. A small fine. B. Suspension of driving privileges and fines. C. License revocation and imprisonment. Answer. C. License revocation and imprisonment. Hit-and-run offenses in California are taken very seriously, leading to the revocation of driving privileges and possible imprisonment, depending on the severity of the incident. Question 45. What is the correct way to use turn signals when planning to turn or change lanes? A. Signal just as you begin to turn or change lanes. B. Signal at least 100 feet before turning or changing lanes. C. Signaling is optional. Answer. B. Signal at least 100 feet before turning or changing lanes. It's important to signal well in advance of turning or changing lanes to give other drivers ample warning of your intentions. Question 46. How should you respond to a traffic stop by law enforcement? A. Pull over to the right side of the road, turn off your engine, and wait for instructions. B. Keep driving to a location you consider safe. C. Exit your vehicle and approach the officer. Answer. A. Pull over to the right side of the road, turn off your engine, and wait for instructions. When being stopped by law enforcement, it's important to safely pull over to the right side of the road, turn off your vehicle, and wait inside your vehicle for the officer to approach. Question 47. What is the legal definition of reckless driving in California? A. Driving over the speed limit. B. Operating a vehicle in a manner that shows disregard for the safety of persons or property. C. Making improper lane changes. Answer. B. Operating a vehicle in a manner that shows disregard for the safety of persons or property. Reckless driving in California is defined as driving with a willful or wanton disregard for the safety of others or property. Question 48. How can you safely share the road with motorcycles? A. By giving them the full lane width. B. By passing them closely to reduce wind resistance. C. By signaling for them to stay behind your vehicle. Answer. A. By giving them the full lane width. Motorcycles should be given the full width of a lane, just like other vehicles, to ensure their safety and yours on the road. Question 49. What steps should you take when your vehicle's brakes fail? A. Pump the brake pedal quickly and firmly. B. Apply the parking brake gently. C. Both A and B. Answer. C. Both A and B. If your vehicle's brakes fail, you should attempt to pump the brake pedal quickly and firmly to build up brake fluid pressure. If that fails, gently apply the parking brake to slow down the vehicle. Question 50. What are the rules for parking on a hill with and without a curb? A. Turn your wheels away from the curb on a downhill and towards the curb on an uphill. B. Always park parallel to the hill. C. Turn your wheels towards the curb regardless of the hill's direction. Answer. A. Turn your wheels away from the curb on a downhill and towards the curb on an uphill. This ensures that if your vehicle starts to roll, it will roll away from traffic or into the curb, reducing the risk of an accident. Question 51. How should you prepare for driving in mountainous areas with steep grades? A. Check your brakes, tires, and cooling system. B. Increase your speed to maintain momentum. C. Use high gears to increase engine power. Answer. A. Check your brakes, tires, and cooling system. Before driving in mountainous areas, it's important to ensure your vehicle is in good condition, especially the brakes, tires, and cooling system, to handle steep grades safely. Question 52. What are the legal requirements for motorcycle helmets in California? A. Helmets are optional for riders over 18. B. Helmets must be DOT approved and worn by all motorcycle riders. C. Helmets are only required at night. Answer. B. Helmets must be DOT approved and worn by all motorcycle riders. California law requires all motorcycle riders and passengers to wear DOT approved helmets to enhance safety. Question 53. How should you handle encounters with pedestrian jaywalkers? A. Slow down or stop if necessary to ensure their safety. B. Honk to warn them of your presence. C. Continue at your current speed. Answer. A. Slow down or stop if necessary to ensure their safety. Even if pedestrians are jaywalking, drivers have a responsibility to avoid accidents by slowing down or stopping if necessary. Question 54. What are the rules for making left turns at intersections without traffic signals? A. Yield to all oncoming traffic before turning. B. Turn quickly before oncoming traffic arrives. C. Oncoming traffic must yield to you. Answer. A. Yield to all oncoming traffic before turning. When making a left turn at an intersection without traffic signals, you must yield to oncoming traffic and proceed only when it is safe to do so. Question 55. How do you ensure safety when backing up your vehicle? A. Rely solely on your rearview mirror. B. Use your mirrors and check over your shoulders for a clear path. C. Back up quickly to minimize time spent in reverse. Answer. B. Use your mirrors and check over your shoulders for a clear path. It's important to use all available mirrors and look over your shoulder to ensure the path is clear when backing up. Question 56. What steps should you follow if you are involved in a traffic collision with injuries? A. Leave the scene and report the accident later. B. Call emergency services and do not move the injured unless necessary. C. Move the injured to the side of the road immediately. Answer. B. Call emergency services and do not move the injured unless necessary. If involved in a collision with injuries, call for help and avoid moving the injured unless it is absolutely necessary to prevent further harm. Question 57. What are the rules for towing another vehicle or being towed? A. The towed vehicle must have its headlights on. B. Use a sturdy and appropriate tow strap or chain. C. Both A and B. Answer: C. Both A and B. When towing another vehicle or being towed, it's important to use a proper tow strap or chain, and the towed vehicle should have its headlights on to increase visibility. Question 58. How can you identify and respond to aggressive drivers on the road? A. Tailgate them to signal your disapproval. B. Stay calm, avoid eye contact, and give them space. C. Attempt to outmaneuver or speed past them. Answer: B. Stay calm, avoid eye contact, and give them space. The best response to aggressive drivers is to remain calm, avoid confrontation, and safely distance yourself from the situation. Question 59. How do you adjust driving behavior in response to wildlife crossing the road? A. Speed up to scare the animals away. B. Slow down or stop if necessary to avoid hitting the animals. C. Flash your headlights to warn the animals. Answer: B. Slow down or stop if necessary to avoid hitting the animals. When encountering wildlife on the road, it's important to reduce speed and stop if necessary to prevent a collision. Question 60. How should you position your mirrors to reduce blind spots? A. Adjust so you can see the sides of your vehicle. B. Position the mirrors to barely overlap with the rearview mirror's field of view. C. Tilt them inward for a better view of the lane behind you. Answer: B. Position the mirrors to barely overlap with the rearview mirror's field of view. Properly adjusting your side mirrors to minimize overlap with the rearview mirror's view can significantly reduce blind spots. Question 61. What are the rules for using fog lights and when are they necessary? A. Only during daylight with poor visibility. B. At night in clear conditions for better visibility. C. During fog, heavy rain, or snow to improve visibility. Answer: C. During fog, heavy rain, or snow to improve visibility. Fog lights are designed to improve visibility during poor weather conditions, such as fog, heavy rain, or snow, and should be used accordingly. Question 62. What is required when transferring vehicle ownership in California? A. A verbal agreement between the buyer and seller. B. Submission of a completed notice of transfer and release of liability form. C. Only a handshake and exchange of keys. Answer: B. Submission of a completed notice of transfer and release of liability form. When transferring vehicle ownership in California, it's required to submit a notice of transfer and release of liability to the DMV within a specified time frame. Question 63. What precautions should you take when driving in high wind conditions? A. Keep both hands on the steering wheel and reduce speed. B. Open all windows to reduce air resistance. C. Increase speed to stabilize the vehicle. Answer: A. Keep both hands on the steering wheel and reduce speed. In high wind conditions, maintaining control of the vehicle is crucial, so keeping both hands on the wheel and reducing speed can help manage the effects of the wind. Question 64. How do you approach intersections with non-operational traffic signals? A. Treat it as a four-way stop. B. The vehicle on the right has the right of way. C. Proceed with caution without stopping. Answer: A. Treat it as a four-way stop. If traffic signals at an intersection are not operational, treat the intersection as a four-way stop, with the first vehicle to stop being the first to proceed. Question 65. What is the significance of reflective road markers in different colors? A. They indicate the type of road. B. Color indicates specific traffic rules, like red for no entry. C. They are purely decorative. Answer: B. Color indicates specific traffic rules, like red for no entry. Reflective road markers in different colors convey important information, such as lane boundaries and directions for turning or stopping. Question 66. How does California law define a safe distance for following another vehicle? A. A fixed distance of 10 feet for every 10 miles per hour. B. Enough space to stop without causing a collision, typically 3 seconds. C. At least one car length for every 10 miles per hour. Answer. B. Enough space to stop without causing a collision, typically 3 seconds. California law emphasizes maintaining a safe following distance, often described as a 3-second rule, to allow adequate time to stop safely. Question 67. What should you do if you encounter an animal on the highway? A. Attempt to swerve around the animal. B. Slow down or stop if it's safe to avoid hitting the animal. C. Accelerate to scare the animal off the road. Answer. B. Slow down or stop if it's safe to avoid hitting the animal. When encountering animals on the highway, the safest action is to reduce speed or stop if necessary to avoid a collision, ensuring to check for following traffic. Question 68. What are the consequences for driving on a suspended license in California? A. Warning and a reminder of the suspension. B. Further suspension, fines, and possible jail time. C. Mandatory vehicle confiscation. Answer. B. Further suspension, fines, and possible jail time. Driving on a suspended license in California can lead to further legal penalties, including an extended suspension, fines, and potentially jail time. Question 69. How do you perform a safe and legal 3-point turn? A. Quickly, to minimize traffic disruption. B. On highways or in busy intersections for efficiency. C. In areas with good visibility and minimal traffic, signaling appropriately. Answer. C. In areas with good visibility and minimal traffic, signaling appropriately. A 3-point turn should be executed in safe areas with good visibility, minimal traffic, and using proper signals to indicate your intentions. Question 70. What are the rules regarding child passengers riding in the front seat? A. Children under 12 should always ride in the front seat. B. Children under a certain age or height must ride in the back seat. C. All passengers, regardless of age, can choose where to sit. Answer. B. Children under a certain age or height must ride in the back seat. California law specifies that children under a certain age or height requirement must be properly secured in the back seat, except under specific conditions. Question 71. How should you proceed when a traffic signal turns yellow as you approach an intersection? A. Accelerate to beat the red light. B. Continue at the same speed and prepare to stop. C. Stop if it is safe to do so, otherwise proceed with caution. Answer. C. Stop if it is safe to do so, otherwise proceed with caution. A yellow light indicates that the signal is about to turn red, and you should stop if it is safe. If not, proceed carefully through the intersection. Question 72. What is California's move over law, and when does it apply? A. Move over for emergency vehicles on highways only. B. Move over or slow down for emergency vehicles, tow trucks, and roadside assistance vehicles on all roads. C. It only applies to law enforcement vehicles. Answer. B. Move over or slow down for emergency vehicles, tow trucks, and roadside assistance vehicles on all roads. The law requires drivers to move over a lane or slow down to provide a safe distance for these vehicles and personnel on the roadside. Question 73. How do you safely exit a highway? A. Signal early, then increase speed to merge with off-ramp traffic. B. Slow down before entering the exit ramp. C. Signal and move to the exit lane, maintaining speed until the off-ramp, then slow down as necessary. Answer. C. Signal and move to the exit lane, maintaining speed until the off-ramp, then slow down as necessary. It's important to signal your intent early and only begin slowing down once you are safely on the exit ramp. Question 74. What is the procedure for reporting a missing traffic sign or signal? A. Ignore it, as it's not your responsibility. B. Report it to local law enforcement or the responsible road authority. C. replace it yourself. Answer B. Report it to local law enforcement or the responsible road authority. If you notice a missing traffic sign or signal, it's important to report it to the authorities responsible for road maintenance or safety. Question 75. What actions should you take if you become stranded on the highway? A. Stay in your vehicle and use your phone to call for help. B. Attempt to flag down other drivers for assistance. C. Leave your vehicle and walk to find help. Answer A. Stay in your vehicle and use your phone to call for help. If stranded on the highway, it's safest to stay in your vehicle and call emergency services or a roadside assistance service for help. Question 76. How does California handle left turns at intersections with multiple turn lanes? A. Only the outer lane can turn left. B. Any lane can turn left if it's safe. C. Follow the lane markings to determine which lanes are designated for left turns. Answer C. Follow the lane markings to determine which lanes are designated for left turns. At intersections with multiple turn lanes, drivers should follow the lane markings and signs to execute left turns correctly. Question 77. What are the guidelines for driving in school zones? A. Maintain the posted speed limit, typically reduced during school hours. B. Speed limits are advisory, not mandatory. C. School zones only apply during school events. Answer A. Maintain the posted speed limit, typically reduced during school hours. School zones have reduced speed limits to enhance safety during times when children are arriving or leaving school. Question 78. Under what circumstances can you legally cross a double yellow line? A. To overtake slower traffic. B. When turning left into a driveway, road, or business. C. Never. It's always illegal. Answer B. When turning left into a driveway, road, or business. Crossing a double yellow line is generally prohibited, except when turning left where such turns are permitted and safe. Question 79. What should you do if your vehicle's accelerator sticks while driving? A. Continue to press on the accelerator. B. Shift to neutral and steer to a safe location. C. Pump the brakes hard to disengage the accelerator. Answer B. Shift to neutral and steer to a safe location. If your vehicle's accelerator sticks, immediately shift to neutral, which disconnects the engine from the wheels, and then steer your vehicle to a safe location to stop. Question 80. How are electric bicycles classified and regulated in California? A. The same as motorcycles. B. As regular bicycles with no special regulations. C. In specific classes with varying restrictions on speed and where they can be ridden. Answer C. In specific classes with varying restrictions on speed and where they can be ridden. Electric bicycles in California are classified into different categories based on their speed capabilities and whether pedal assistance is required, with specific regulations for each class. Question 81. What is the proper way to signal a right turn when cycling? A. Extend the left arm out and down with the palm facing rearward. B. Extend the right arm out horizontally. C. No signal is required for cyclists. Answer B. Extend the right arm out horizontally. Cyclists signal a right turn by extending their right arm out horizontally, making it clear to others on the road their intention to turn right. Question 82. What are the visibility requirements for driving at night? A. Headlights must illuminate objects at least 100 feet ahead. B. Headlights must be used from 30 minutes after sunset to 30 minutes before sunrise. C. Both A and B. Answer C. Both A and B. The law requires that headlights be used from 30 minutes after sunset to 30 minutes before sunrise, and they must be powerful enough to illuminate objects at least 100 feet ahead, ensuring safe nighttime driving visibility. Question 83. How do you respond to a bus or truck making a right turn on a narrow street? A. Overtake the bus or truck on the right. B. Stay behind and give them extra space to complete the turn. C. Honk to signal them to speed up. Answer B. Stay behind and give them extra space to complete the turn. Buses and trucks require more space to make turns, especially on narrow streets, so it's important to stay behind and allow them the necessary room to maneuver safely. Question 84. What should you do if you miss your exit on a freeway? A. Make a U-turn through the median. B. Continue to the next exit and find a way back. C. Stop and reverse on the shoulder. Answer. B. Continue to the next exit and find a way back. If you miss your freeway exit, the safest option is to continue to the next exit and then safely find your way back to your intended exit. Question 85. How do you determine whether it's safe to pass another vehicle on a two-lane road? A. Ensure there is no oncoming traffic and you have a clear view of the road ahead. B. Pass quickly regardless of oncoming traffic. C. Only pass if the vehicle in front signals it's safe. Answer. A. Ensure there is no oncoming traffic and you have a clear view of the road ahead. Before passing on a two-lane road, make sure you can see clearly ahead and that there is no oncoming traffic, ensuring it's safe to pass.